Australian. And I would have done things a little bit differently if that had been explained to me. And I have a lot of people now who still come to me, come to people in the office. How shall I do this? How do we structure? I'll just give you my feeling. I believe that families should work together. That's what makes it fun. You have a parents who have 4 children, and they put them all first level. So they think they're going to have their 4 legs with their 4 children. So then the children are in competition with each other. The parents are torn because they don't know which child they have when. And there's no joy in working together. I remember when I called my sister Aline and I said, hey, I've made this great discovery, and I know you'd love it too. Oh, thanks, Justin. And I sponsored her, and she lived in Southern California. She was a professor at one of the colleges. And we used to see each other twice a year. And you know, after I sponsored her, we talked a couple of times a week, every week. We were constantly together. We went on trips together. We were at convention together. We had so much fun together. And then there was my mom, my brother. The whole family was involved. How many of you have family members involved and you're having fun? Right. Oh my goodness. It's so much fun to do Young Living as a family. And I always say, get your children involved. Let them be a part of what you're doing. Bring them to meetings. Take them with you. Let them feel of your excitement. In the office in particular, well, when Gary and I did meetings, we always took boys with us. And both boys have a fetish for the microphone. And Jacob especially would try and crawl up the stairs, and I'd be up there, and he'd look down at me and he'd go, and I'd get that kid. You know, and he would crawl over and try and get to Dad so he could get the microphone. It was so funny. But I used to say, if you want to have Gary, you get the kids too. I am not leaving them home. So please watch the back door and don't let them out. And you know, once I said that, nobody cared. And they weren't disruptive. And as they got older, when we would go to convention, they'd go through the door and say, see you, Mom. And they were gone. And they were with one of you. I would always see them on somebody's lap or holding hands with somebody, walking, going somewhere. The first year, when I had Jacob, I had to sit behind the curtain, and it just was horrible because he wanted to get out, he wanted to get to Dad. So I went to our events manager and I said, do you think we could have a daycare? Because there are so many moms that would come who can't because of the children. So the next year we had a daycare. Oh my gosh, I was so grateful. Because I could sit in the front row, just like you, and watch Gary. The following year, it evolved into kids camp. How many of you have your children in kids camp? Not too many hands. But as you evolve in Young Living, you will find that you want to bring your children to kids camp. Because they're there with you, they're learning about the oils, they're having so much fun. And you're there in the evenings, they're going to the farm, and the farm is such a safe place. You know, no drinking, no smoking, no drugs, out the door, off the premises, if you are. It's a very wholesome, wonderful place for the kids to be. And I know even when the boys were little, I used to get feelings of anxiety when I didn't know where the boys were. But they just take off, they just run crazy because they loved it so much. And now they have so many friends. And I don't know how many of you are going on the cruise, but I always said, bring your children. And you know that what? There's now a Young Living children's, teenagers group of kids that love to be together. What an environment. And I remember last year, Gary was in so much pain. And he said, Mary, I don't think I can make the flight. I just can't do it. And I said, well, we don't have to go. And Jacob said, Mom, I'm going to miss out seeing my friends that I only get to see once a year. My friends from Australia are coming. My friends from Germany are coming. What are we going to do? Well, Gary said, you guys go. It's okay. I'm going to go to the range. And that's when Scott Schuler did the interview with Gary, which is just so magnificent. Let your children be a part of what you do, because they will grow up loving it. They'll want to do it. They'll be the next generation. The other thing that I would suggest is you don't focus on just becoming an executive or a silver. When you sit down, and you can do it in less than 5 minutes, show silver, gold, platinum, diamond. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 legs. The only difference is the amount of money, the OGV. You don't have to show them the details. But if they have the whole picture, then you say it's like a stair step. First we make it to executive, then we make it to silver, then gold, platinum, and diamond. Oh, I get it. I see that whole picture. Okay, so what are we going to do to make the first step? A lot of people like the beginning, the star, senior star, the 5 legs, setting up that little organization. That works really, really well for someone who doesn't have any former experience in the networking industry, or who doesn't really know how to do it, or they're timid in their personality. So you want to make it easy. You want to show something easy, and it's achievable. But when you have someone with a lot of personality, somebody who's gung-ho, fast-thinking, fast-moving, show them the whole picture. And then make it a stair step, so they go from one to the next. You don't want to say, oh, going from silver to gold is hard. It is not hard unless you think it is. Start thinking it to begin with. My way of doing that was first 3 people. That's all I could mentally work with. Because when I sponsored somebody, that person was extremely important to me, and I felt absolutely 100% responsible for their success. I would never sponsor someone and then just disregard them and go on to the next person. We can't do that in Young Living. If you want somebody to be successful, if you want to have a successful organization, you must take care of the people in your organization. If you have, let's say, a total of 5 people that you're working with, you help those 5 people become successful. For me, it was 3. Teach them how to look down in their organizations to see who's building, who's growing, who needs help. Be with them when they call. Go with them and help them do a meeting and get them going. They'll discover it's not hard when you're talking about something you love, and then they'll do the very same thing with their people. Make it simple and duplicatable. When you have those 3 people who are pretty strong, maybe only 2 of them are strong. The 3rd one maybe is a little slow, a little bit weaker, but you can still add another line. If you meet someone who's really got the personality and the mentality for our business, and you think they can be a great builder, get them first level. If you have your 5 legs and you're growing those 5 legs, then maybe if you meet someone who's got that kind of a personality, you have somebody special in one of those legs to whom you would give that person, assuming that they both agree. Okay? That way, you begin to build strong. And I would say to you, don't qualify with just $1 over the qualification. In my old herb business, they went 16 legs wide. And 10 legs wide was what they called a master director. I was a master director. I didn't want to go to the executive level because I could see they were all just buying their qualification. And I was smarter than that because I could see that 10 was wide enough to build a depth is where the money came. And so I spent all my time strengthening and building those legs. And the qualification was $3,000 a month for each leg. In Young Living, Gary and I made the decision to make it 1,000, straight across, to make it easy for you to grow and build your organizations. But every single one of those 10 legs had no less than 50,000 OGV in each leg. Was that an easy qualification for me? Did I have to worry about a leg not qualified? Not hardly. I would strongly suggest, whatever the qualification is, that you double it or triple it. You make it strong, you build deep, and you help those people in your organization. You help them become strong. You teach them the very same thing that you were taught. Help them look down. Help them look for their people. And then they won't be looking up to you. You talk about freedom. It's one thing about being financially free, but what about time free? If your phone is ringing off the hook every 15, 20 minutes, starts ringing at 6 in the morning and is still ringing at 1 o'clock at night, that's not freedom. And that's when you start to resent the telephone ringing, the cell phone ringing as it is now, the text messages, the emails. You want to be free. And when you teach your people how to be working with their people and they're looking down in their organizations, they don't have time for you. And then when you get together, it's just fun. It's fun to hear about everybody else's experiences. It's fun to hear about how everybody's having success. I used to say it's only fun when everybody makes money. It's not fun when you're the only one making money. So you're the ones who have the influence, who have the ability to start working in your organizations and see how you can help them. Don't ever get stuck on the rising star. That was only a way to help them get started. Personally, I like going straight to executive. This is the first goal. Lay it out. Executive, silver, gold, platinum, diamond. What are the qualifications? Okay, this is how we're going to do it. What are the different things that we can do? They're so numerous. You don't need me up here to tell you how to introduce people to the oils. Just take out your bottle and wander down the aisle in the grocery store. Oh my goodness, it's so easy. For me, the most rewarding was watching people grow. Watching them discover new things that you already knew, but they had to discover it themselves. Watching the excitement as their check goes up. I cannot tell you how many people come to me and thank me for that check. I know I've been there. The first check I received was $5. And I didn't even know why I received it. The second check I received was $100. Oh my goodness gracious, this is so much money. And at that time, I was teaching, I was giving private voice lessons at home. And you know, if you don't give a lesson, you don't have a student come, you don't make any money. That's the J-O-B way. When I got introduced to the network marketing way of making money, I thought, oh, this is a whole lot better than a J-O-B. And I got excited. But because of that $100 check, I thought, I better find out what this is all about. And Now, I remember so distinctly, it was like 10 after 1 in the morning, and I was sitting on the edge of my bed going through the policies and procedures. The guy reading about what they offered. And I looked at that and I thought, oh my goodness gracious, I can earn a new car. My VW. Wow. And that's what got me all excited because I had a tremendous need. And so I went to work. And after I saw that, then I started structuring my organization to fit in to what it would take to earn a car. And it only took me about 3 or 4 months. I was the lucky find for my sponsor. And they didn't know it because I was just an opera singer. I didn't know how to do business. I'd never been in the industry before. There are 2 things that you look for, in my opinion. Someone with a personality who likes to talk, who's fun, who's ovacious, who likes to be with people. And the second thing is a burning desire. If you have a burning desire and you like to talk to people, you are the prime candidate for building a young living business. That's all there is. Money is the biggest motivator in the world. And helping people make money, changing their lives for better, and seeing them start to live their dream is the most rewarding experience you can have with another person. When you take these products to someone, and they call you up on the phone and they say, I have had the best night's sleep I've ever had in the last 10 years. Thank you so much for sharing this with me. And of course, you know, they say a whole lot of other things. You know what those things are. But no one can know what that feels like to you, except someone else who's had that same experience. Am I right? That's what we're all about. You can have the best of both worlds with Young Living. You have great products that bring health and wellness in all aspects of our lives, from the newborn to grandma and grandpa. Everyone benefits from our products. And the side benefit is the financial reward. And I look at them both, and it is a dream what we have in Young Living. And you know, it takes a lot of money to do good things in the world. You have to take care of yourself first. But once you take care of yourself and your family, you can do other things out there in the world. There is so much money in the hands of bad people. The corruption in government, the corruption in the establishments, if you know what I'm talking about. Big pharma, that's one of the worst. They control our world. Their bad money controls our world. Their bad money controls our freedom. Their bad money will take our freedom away and make us slaves. Gary and I are freedom fighters. And the most important thing to us was being free. I want to do what I want, when I want, how I want, with whom I want. I don't want you telling me what I can and can't do. That's what we want, am I right? Don't tell me I have to vaccinate my kids. I don't want to, and I'm not going to. It was funny. Yesterday, when Jacob was jousting, his opponent didn't have the lance in the right position, and when it hit him, it didn't hit him right on, and it slid off and hit him in the chest, the sternum. And he had a big red mark, and he was moaning and groaning, and we thought, well, we'll go to the hospital, get an x-ray, let's be on the safe side so we know. I mean, modern medicine can provide us that. So we went, we sat, we waited, you know the game, wait. The doctor came in and said, absolutely nothing wrong, he's perfect. But he's going to hurt for a little while. Well, I already knew that. He said, but we can get you some Tylenol and some Motrin. And Jacob looked at him and up at him and said, well, I don't do pharmaceuticals. What's going to happen to him later in life? Is he going to be a freedom fighter?
Yeah.
You bet he is. He doesn't want that stuff. On our way out with the discharge papers, they brought him a prescription. And he and I were walking out together, and I said, well, do you know where to deep six that? He said, yeah, in pieces. And this morning he said he was doing much better. We do have a few things in Young Living that are applicable to that sort of thing, right? When our boys were little, they would always come for the oils. If they were hurt, it was first, Dad, pray me. Dad, pray me. Dad, pray me. That was always number one. And number two was, I need the oils. Where's the Helichrysum? Where's the Panway? Where's Coolazul? Owie. And we have so many things now. But they don't know the other world. They're not part of that. And I am extremely grateful for that. You know, the establishment will keep us at home, not feeling well. Because if you don't feel well, you can't fight for your rights. You gotta stay home and take care of yourself. You don't have any strength. You can't lift your head up off the pillow. You're a little bit dizzy. Oh, woe is me. Do you want to be like that? No. You know, we are over 5 million strong. Can you even imagine what kind of a force for good that is? We can do good things with the money that we have in Young Living. We want to do good things. We want to bless the lives of others. But you can't do that without money. And you can't do that if you don't feel well. We have it all in Young Living. We hear the word legacy a lot. What does legacy mean? What is the Young Living legacy? What is Gary's legacy? Our legacy is exactly what we're doing. We are taking our mission to the world. What is our mission? Oils in every home. Helping those in need. That is our legacy. Are we going to stop doing that? Why would we? There are people out there who are waiting for you to come and cross their paths. If you don't go out and talk, they may never hear of Young Living. They may never have a solution to whatever problem they have. Our world is sick. Our world is polluted. The air's polluted. The water's polluted. Our food is disgustingly chemicalized. What are we going to do about it? Number one, we've got to educate people so they can stand up for their rights. They can figure out ways to put water filters in their home, drink pure water, try to live in a place where the air is a little bit pure. Maybe they grow their own garden. We are eating tomatoes out of our garden now. Oh, they're to die for. They're so wonderful. Oh my gosh. Cucumbers, squash, beets from the garden. And my great joy are my blackberries. Big, juicy, sweet, like that. I wouldn't have those from not even Costco, not even organic. I am grateful for my garden. Our legacy is living and breathing within each one of us. It will never die as long as we love what we are doing and the reason that we are here in serving God's children. That was Gary's mission. That was his vision. That is Gary's message to you. His message will never change, and you will forever hear that as long as you are a member of the Young Living family. That is the message that you have to take to your organizations. I ask myself, it's a little bit hard for me to talk about. If I am on this track, I can stand up here and talk. If you come up to me and you start talking about Gary and you start crying, I will fall off this track. And I will not be able to continue as I am. I have to walk a very straight line to be able to talk about Gary. I ask myself, how do I go forward without Gary? The same way you go forward, one day at a time. The day will come, at least I have to have this belief, that I will face Gary again. And believe me, I don't want him saying to me, why did you spend the day at home crying and not going forward with our mission? I am surrounded by people in the office who loved Gary deeply and who greatly miss him. We all miss him. The boys miss him. The boys don't talk much. It's still too painful. Those of you who knew him, who had the great opportunity to hear him speak, have a memory that you can hold forever in your heart. Those of you who have never had that opportunity have the blessings of many videos, audio recordings, his writings, and they are brilliant to watch. I have been going through so many papers and so many videos and cassettes, listening to what's good, throwing them away, putting them in the dumpster, or putting them in stacks to go to the office, to be digitized and transcribed, to see what we can use to make it good for all of you, to give you access to more information. He was a very, very brilliant man. And when he walked into a room, you could feel his energy. It's hard to describe. Those of you who have experienced it, you know what I'm talking about. He was a man who called the world his family. You were his kids, his children. And he loved you. He was a man who gave his life serving God's children. He left us too early. He was too young. And perhaps he could have given us so much more. He should have died in that terrible accident when he was 24 years old. But there must have been that fighting spirit within him. Perhaps it was a knowing. But I believe that God gave him to us for the time that we had, for what he's given to us, to the world. And the only way that we can pay honor to him is to continue taking that message to the world. We never looked at it as his vision, because once you are committed to sharing Young Living, you are part of that vision. It will never go away. It will always be there. That is the legacy that we have. We share that together. I'm honored to be here with you, and it seems like everywhere I go, I feel so much love, so much care. And many of you can feel my pain, which will probably last the rest of my life. I watch out my kitchen window every morning, and I pretend that Gary's going to be walking back from the gym just like he did every morning. But my realistic brain knows that he won't be coming. But I still imagine it. I still can't reconcile myself to the fact that he's gone. And we have to live each day in honor of what he gave us, what he gave to me, and to our boys, to the world. I don't know that I would be able to do what I do if it weren't for the tremendous support that I have. I feel it everywhere I go with everything that I do. And I'm extremely grateful to all of you. I know a handful of you, and because you're so new, I don't have a way to get to know you. But when I'm here and I'm there, you come up and you ask for pictures, you tell me your stories when you can, you give me a hug. I feel your spirit. I can feel it. Yesterday when I walked down the stairs after the joust, it was so interesting. There were all these purple shirts staring up at me. And I could just feel this huge wave of energy coming from me. It was a neat feeling. And I stayed and I talked and I took pictures until there wasn't anybody else there. Thank you for all you do. And you must know that because of our growth, you will always experience problems. You have those people in your organizations who love to complain, unfortunately. It is your responsibility, your job, to help them solve their problems. Don't send them to the office. Don't send them to the 800 number. Because if you do, our lines will blow up. And we can't do what we need to do to help you